Hello and welcome to another edition of Athletes Corner. And today we are joined by St. Mary's Track and Field coach, also cross-country coach, everything involving track, Mr. Tristan Smith. What is going on,
How
man?
you doing, Wakala?
I'm good, man. This is the first time you're here and you're actually in the chair. Usually you got the students.
That's true.
You're in the background and you got the students. Man. So, man, we just wrapped up the All-City track meet last Wednesday, right? It was last Wednesday?
Last Tuesday.
Last Tuesday, it wrapped it up. A lot of kids, man. Overall, your perspective on this year's track and field season?
So the overall season went fantastic. You know, sort of the conclusion being that meet last week for a lot of the kids and a lot of the teams was definitely a great way to end it. Tough year weather-wise. We missed a lot of weekends to rain, but you know, not much you can do about that. But definitely last Tuesday was a high note.
Yeah, that rain, man. That's the thing about track. It'd be like, yo, spring sports in general, they got it the worst because it's you never know with the rain schedule and how it's feeling. So first of all, let's get with your team. Before we get into all things All-City track, but with your team. Weston, you said you guys went to Westford?
Yeah, we went out to Westfield State for the divisional meet last week. Yeah.
So how exciting was that for the players that actually qualified for state to compete in the state?
That was great. We had a lot of first-time qualifiers this year, which that's great for them to be at a meet of this level. They're not used to running against fellow athletes of that caliber, and a lot of the times it brings out the best in them, and it did. We had a number of personal records. We had 2 school records fall as well, which was great. Yeah.
Yeah, and who were the players that did qualify for states?
So we had, on Thursday, we had in the 2-mile, Kelsey Kwiatek and Nick Fusco. In the 800, Lucian Paula and Will Potter. In the 200, we had a number. On the girls' side, we had Tina Amin, and then on the boys, we had Jimmy Jennings, Rubel Cornelio, Hakeem Akunde, and then in the 400 hurdles, we had Jacoby James. And that's just day one. So it's nice that I'm getting to the point where I have to think and remember, because there was a time when we'd have 2 or 3 kids there.
Right, you got some football players on there.
Yeah.
That's good for the congrats to them. For you, Wise, you know you've been growing the track and field not only in the city but in the school as well, right? How's it been this year compared to last year? You know, what was kind of like the progress you've seen from some of the players that started last year and then from this year?
Absolutely. From the St. Mary's perspective, I mean, we had a tremendous year, and we're a very young team. We graduated a lot of serious seniors last year, a couple of people running in the NCAA right now. Kyle Kwiatek, he graduated. Ernie Pana's, you know, on the other end. So we graduated our best long distance runner, our best sprinter, Thomas Hooks, and Scott Amin, 2 of our best high jumpers. Right. So we were, and that's just on the boys' side. On the girls' side as well, we graduated some solid people. So Lori Suriel, who threw shot put at nationals, you know. So, but this year, so we weren't really sure what this year was going to look like, but we had a lot of new faces sign up, which definitely made a big difference. And the returners really stepped up this year. I saw a real renewed interest in track, and I saw that on the other Lynn schools as well. At our city meet, a lot of meet records went down. A lot of times that would have gotten you a medal in years past wouldn't have done it this year. And I think that says a lot about where we're at as a sport in the city. Right,
definitely. Jason Perry, he was doing outstanding this year too.
Yeah,
probably the high jump in in some of the events. So this was his first year running track or second?
First year running track. You know, jumped 6 feet in the high jump, and he was a huge part of our 4x1 team that ended up qualifying for the states as well.
Okay, and is the high jump? Is it still 6'2" to clear for state?
It's this year. It was only 5'10" actually.
Oh, really?
So yeah, it's gotten a little easier, but you know it comes and goes with years.
Yeah, well, I don't think
6'2" is hard.
I don't think it was ever 6'2". I'm correct. I'm lying. Okay. It was 5'11". When I was in high school, it was 5'11". Yeah. Okay.
That's all right. That's what you were jumping. You were jumping the 6'2", at least.
Well, I was decent. I was decent. And now we bring back to the All-City Track Meet, right? Such a great event. You know, you get the ceremony to kick it off with all the distinguished city representatives there, and then we get to the meets. As you said, so many records were broken during the track season, and then so many players had their personal best during this all-city meet, right? Is this kind of what you've been envisioning as it's each year? Each year you've seen more kids participating, right? And is this kind of what you've been visualizing, envisioning, like as each year more kids sign up?
Absolutely, I think so.
Mm.
You know, in 2019, Tech head coach John Hogan approached me about, would you be willing to participate in this meet? And we've sort of taken it and ran with it. Mm-hmm. And I really want to credit all the Lynn coaches who made it possible. Right. All the teams really come together. We kind of run it. Right. But honestly, this year it really felt like a special meet. We had the electronic timing, so fully automated to the millisecond timing for the sprints. We gave out $5,000 in scholarships to 2 kids from each school. And we raised money for our new nonprofit, All Lynn Track and Field, which is a certified 501c3, and we're hoping to do things like write grants for teams to be able to pay for invitational entries, maybe buy equipment down at Manning Field. Since there's 5 teams sharing it, stuff tends to wear out a little more quickly. So I love where the meet is at. It felt terrific. I love seeing kids walking around town wearing these shirts. Yeah, it means they were there. Yeah, exactly.
So I even got one myself.
There you go.
I wore it to the gym this morning.
Well deserved. Excellent.
John Hogan, right? He's been over there at Tech for a while, coaching the track and field, cross country, and it seems like his influence is being taken by all the coaches from the city as far as like getting kids to participate. Because normally in past years, Tech would always have the most kids participating in track and field. Right now, we're seeing you guys increase in participation. Lynn English increase in participation. Lynn Classical increase in participation. Kip Academy increase in participation.
Huge, big increase from Kip Academy this year. Yeah.
Just how big, how key was Mr. Hogan to that aspect when everybody's seeing how many kids from Tech he's getting to sign up and to participate in track and field?
I mean, I can't say enough good things about John and what he's done. His kids really look up to him and respect him. You can just tell, when you watch someone at a meet, you watch how he talks to his kids and how they talk to him. And again, his vision for this meet really came a long way. Mm-hmm. I think John is the epitome. I always say, every school on the planet has a good track team. You just have to get them to come out for track.
Right.
And John did that. He's built Lynn Tech. They had an incredible year this year, really, on both the boys and the girls side. Right. And I give credit to Coach Runner as well, who's working over there, as well as their assistants. Yeah. But yeah, no, I can't say enough good things about Coach Hogan.
And what's also good that I like to see is some of the other players who track may not be their focal sport that are involved in it, that participate. We've got some football players participating, some basketball players are participating in it. And when I was talking to a coach, what I tell him is, you never know, because you could want to go to college for one sport, but this sport here could open the door for you to possibly get a scholarship, and you could still participate in the sport that you want. But you just adding on this, I use Santana Moss, former Miami wide receiver, NFL. He was in college on a track scholarship. Mm-hmm. And there's so many other like NFL players, Deion Sanders, and stuff like track. It could open the doors for you just to get into a school that you don't have to pay an arm and a leg to get in there, or you can go for free off that. I mean, that's one thing I hope these kids will understand, that there's more opportunities in track and field for a scholarship.
Definitely, yeah.
Is that what you kind of been preaching with them, with some of the students that are interested in going to college? Because sometimes not everybody wants to go to college. They want to do this while they're in high school. Right, of course, participate. For those that are interested, do you kind of like have a sit down with them and show them what like the doors that track and field can open?
Absolutely, and I definitely try to preach exactly what you said there, that there really are doors here.
Right.
And track is very objective. You can look up a team and look at what they're running or what they're throwing or jumping, and am I going to fit in on this team, or am I going to have to really show out at a tryout? Right. But that's kind of the nice thing, is you don't have to go through hours of film and stuff like that. You send a coach, here are my times, here's what I got. what can you do for me?
Right.
And that's sort of how it goes.
And also, it's also minus the relays. It's like you're there by yourself.
Right. Exactly.
Most of
yeah.
it's just you.
Definitely.
And that's the most mental part about it.
Yeah.
It's like this is all on you right now.
Yeah,
all
you
eyes are on you and stuff like that. So.
And there are intangibles for sure. With certain athletes have an edge for that last 100-meter push.
Right.
Or certain athletes compete better under pressure. And I don't want to take away from that, but it is pretty objective. like you said, you did it yourself.
Yeah, definitely. So next year, what can we expect for next year? I know this is growing each year, right? It's getting bigger. So what can we expect for next year? And also, can you just talk about those players or schools that set personal records or school records at the city track meet last week?
Yeah, I haven't looked through all of them yet. I haven't cataloged all of them, but we had some serious stuff go down in the relays, all 3 of the relay races, which was definitely impressive. And I think a lot of the throwing records went down as well, because I saw, especially those throwers from Kip, they were launching the javelin and the discus. That was very impressive. But I haven't gone through it overall. But, as for next year, I think we just want to keep growing track. We want track to be seen as an option, as a sport that it's not just like your second sport. It can be your second sport, but it's your first sport when you're in season,
Yeah, I just tell them, just try it.
Exactly.
Just try it. It looks good on the college resume, and you might never know. You might end up liking it in the long run. So you just never know. Just give it a try. And if you don't like it, you can say you tried it.
Exactly. Right? Yeah. No, it's not a. Yeah.
All right. Lastly, St. Mary's had the graduation already last week. You graduated those seniors. How much are you gonna miss those seniors that were with you this season?
We had a great senior class this year, on and off the track. They were leaders. They were role models, and they were definitely some of our keystone athletes. In terms of being the anchors on the relay, some of our best in the field events. So we're going to miss them, but as we've always done, next kid's up.
Right.
We'll see what we got to do, but we'll definitely miss them, and they definitely made a serious impact on this program.
And for you got to get ready for cross country.
That's right. Yeah, no, it's no rest. We're ready to roll.
If they want to learn more about the St. Mary's track and field, please plug in the social medias where they could find the information, and if you plug in your social media as well.
Sure. Yeah. So for us, we're at St. Mary's, STMARYS _XCTF. That's us on Twitter or X and Instagram.
Okay. Yeah, folks, get involved. And also, if you want to see what happened, what went down, go Gary Rosario. He posted the video of what went down at last week's track and field, All City Track and Field meet. So make sure you go check that out, and actually go to lintv.org too. There's a video up on there for the track and field, for the All City Track and Field. Oh, man.
Thank you.
Thank you, man. I know you gotta go. But
always good to say.
Yeah, it's beautiful outside. No rain.
It's a great day.
No rain.
Always great to be here. Thank you so much.
No problem. You've been watching Athletes Corner. Have a good one, ladies and gentlemen.